This is Shane Wright, and this guy used to be a generational talent back in the day, but now what has happened? NHLer, but he fell to 4th in the draft and he hasn't lived up to his hype. But in today's video, we are going to turn Shane Wright's career around and make him the generational talent he once was. First of all, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're almost at 200 subs. We're 12 subs away. Come on, there's 12 people watching this video who haven't subscribed. So make sure you guys subscribe. Secondly, we have to give some shout outs to some of the boys. Shout out to my boy Thompson who DM'd me, on TikTok with the Edmonton Oilers rebuild request. Shout out, absolute beauty. But I just did a Connor McDavid building team video, so that will wait for a little bit. And then shout out my boy Aiden, who's a big Seattle fan, and he wanted us to rebuild Seattle, so we're doing this challenge for you guys. Now, if you guys want to get involved, make sure you DM me on TikTok, if you comment on a YouTube video, anything you guys want, boys, and I will do that request. Unless it's something, a bit over the edge, as they say back in the day. But yeah, with the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the cup, let's get into this. What pick do we have in the 2025 NHL entry draft? We have the... What? This might be the first time in the history anyone's ever got the #1 pick. Seattle Kraken are off to an absolutely buzzing start, boys, but we got to build this team around Shane Wright. He's the guy we're building this team around. So let's see what we can do with this team here. Alright, so I think that starts with just dumping off all of these old guys. You know what I'm saying? We can pick up a second and Noel Gunler for Jamie Alexiak. So I think we're going to start with that. By no means is this realistic. This challenge is around Shane Wright. We could get Cole Hudson. That would be insane, but this first round pick, we could get an elite goalie. We already have Joey Decord, though. Cole Hudson's absolutely sick. You know what? I don't know what to do. We will take Cole Hudson for Adam Larson. We're not going to sell anyone off for something that doesn't really matter. We can get the 54th overall. Actually, we can just get 2 picks in this draft. You know what I'm saying? Shout out St. Louis 12-game win streak, but you guys can take Burakovsky. Dumping off Jaden Schwartz for 3rd round picks and stuff. Although I did see Ryan O'Rourke. He was Shane Wright's teammate back in the day. We could also trade Tolvanen. I don't know if I want to do that, though. That is insane. What is going on? Zeev Boyum for Jared McCann? I just put this in the trade finder. Zeev Boyum is 19. He's a 2-way defenseman. And, Jared McCann is sick. But, he's 29 years old. He's making only $5 million, which is sick for an 87. But Zeev Boyum is under 3 years of contract. You know what? Just accept the trade and move on. You know what I'm saying? Fans at Michael Misa or Matthew Schaefer for the first time in this channel's history. In real life, I would take Matthew Schaefer, no matter what team I am, except for Buffalo, I'm taking Matthew Schaefer any day of the week. But at the same time, we literally just traded for Zeev Boyum and Cole Hudson. We're going to take Michael Misa with the 1st overall pick and go from there, you know what I'm saying? On this later, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Alexander Ovechkin. He literally just broke the record. Oh my god. I didn't even realize I still had the draft on. We might have skipped a pick or something. I don't even know. But, shout out Ovi. Absolute stud. One of my favorite players ever to watch. I still have my Ovi jerseys from when I was little. And shout out Alexander Ovechkin. The greatest goal scorer of all time now. Here in free agency, we're going to throw Adam Boquist a solid bag at $2.25 million. We're just trying to sign some of these younger guys just to, build the team around Wright. Shane Wright is going to be starting on the 2nd line here for the Seattle Kraken. We're going to move him up to the 1st line again eventually. Michael Misa is going to be on the 3rd line. We're just going with best lines for now because this team is going to be ass no matter what we do to this team. So hopefully they're not, too ass, but let's see how this season goes. Shane Wright, season goals, let's see what we can do. I'm thinking something like faceoffs could be very important. Shane Wright's a 2-way forward, but we also, 20 goals. There's no way Shane Wright doesn't score 20 goals. Went 36, 40, and 6 here in season #1. Shane Wright put up 64 points here in our year 1. He did have 87 penalty minutes as well, but he is up to an 87 overall. He is going to be a 1st liner next year for us, and he honestly outperformed Matty Beniers. That 2nd line went crazy. There's Michael Misa. Joey Decord did well. This is how it looks around the league. For rookie skaters, Gabe Perreault, Michael Misa got nowhere close, unfortunately, to the Calder, my bad. And then Austin Matthews put up 74 goals, but Nathan McKinnon put up 77. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are your Stanley Cup champions. Let's see where we are. Whoa, that stutter was actually devious, but we are picking 9th. This is the craziest idea ever. So we're going to do this trade. Vince Dunn for the 7th overall pick, right? And then we're going to go to Tolvanen here, right? Then we're going to trade him for the 11th overall pick. And then 7, 9, and 11 into 1, and that does not work. So, you know what? We're going to go to 2. Who has pick number 2 again? They just accepted it. We just traded, I don't know if that was the right move, 5, 7, or wait, what? 7, 9, and 11 for pick number 2 because there's this guy. A franchise player, two-way forward, absolute stud. But then there's also this guy, Gavin McKenna. Welcome to Seattle. We have McKenna, Misa, and Shane Wright, the exceptional status guy. Well, McKenna didn't get it, but you know what I'm saying. And then I think we're going to do this trade with the Penguins, pick up Ricard Raquel for 2 more years. There's no good players at this spot anyways, so we might as well trade it for a win-now player. We're hiring my boy Peyton Weller here as our coach. Hopefully he accepts because he has the exact same chemistry fits as Shane Wright, so hopefully that match will be perfect. He's in here. Shane Wright needs an extension, and we're gonna go 8 years. I don't even care. This is our guy. Full no movement clause. Doesn't even matter how much you want. He just doesn't want to stay here. Okay, 11.2 is kind of stupid. We can settle on something in here, like 10.25 mil. Come on, Shane, sign that extension. You do want one. Riker Evans as well. You can shoot the puck. So Patrick Laine, you want $6.8 million. You know what? Jack it up. $7.5 million with a insane no trade clause, whatever the max is, 95%. We're gonna see if Patrick Laine accepts that deal. Hudson, what? Niels Lundqvist, $3 million. Shout out. Then we go to Jonathan Drouin as well, another guy who wants to come here. 84 overall. You can take like what, 2.5 mil for 1 year. We need to hit the cap floor somehow. Laine has rejected our offer. Shane Wright accepts though. And are you joking me? Peyton Weller declines, and he doesn't even have a team, bro. Are you joking me? Throw Artemi Panarin $11 million because like he's not gonna sign with anybody else. So like $11.5 million, and then we throw in like a 95 no movement clause. Hopefully this doesn't screw us with the cap, but I mean, in Seattle, it's so hard to get superstar players. It's only 2 years before Gavin McKenna comes up, and Artemi Panarin is now a Seattle Kraken. I'm a new assistant now that Vince Dunn has left, and Shane Wright. I mean, who else, bro? What, like, who else are we going to give it to? The video's literally on him. Alright, Shaner, you're going to be a first liner this year. What are your season goals? Come on, buddy, let's see. 30 goals? If Shane Wright doesn't get 30 goals, that's such bull, bro. Our play is absolutely disgusting. We're going to put up Brandon Montour as well. That is one of the nastiest power plays I have seen in a while. We have McKenna, Wright, Panarin. I mean, this rebuild is not realistic at all. Michael Misa as well. Matty Beniers. That is the deadliest 3-man center group I have ever seen, bro. Zeev Boyum on defense. Brandon Montour, Riker Evans. We still, need a backup, but Philip Grubauer's contract is coming up this year. What a team this is. This is nasty. Line and Owen Tippett is available. Ricard Raquel is nice, but they're both snipers. Owen Tippett has 94 speed. That is about to be absolutely electric if we can pick him up. So, hopefully we can just take some of these picks that don't even matter, like a 5th and a 6th. Come on, Philly. God damn it. Okay, just Owen Tippett, and bang, that's a nice trade. These in the Seattle Kraken have turned it around, and we have made the playoffs. Panarin put up 107, but Shane Wright is officially a star in this league. 103 points, a plus 24. You know what I'm saying? 29 power play points, 23 minutes of time on ice. Still need to get those face-offs up, but a bunch of takeaways, a bunch of hits. This dude is an amazing all-around player. Funny, because when Shane Wright was coming up, one of the biggest strengths of his compared to the prospects his age were his skating. And then now his skating is just probably the worst thing in his categories, which is actually insane. Philip Grubauer, 926. I mean, that is worth 5.9 mil, you know what I'm saying? But for rookie skaters, looks like we will not have the Calder. Matthew Wood put up 54 points over McKenna, which is weird because McKenna was playing on the first line. Cale Makar, 97 points from the blue line, and then Nathan McKinnon. Oh my god, Ovechkin, 76 goals. Shane Wright, looking like he's ahead of David Pastrnak, Cale Makar, Braden Point, Jason Robertson, Quinn Hughes, Rantanen. Oh my god, Shane Wright is an absolute beast now. Panarin is exactly the perfect line mate for him. Oilers in round number 1. It's been a while since we made the playoffs because in Calgary we ain't made it in a while. Make sure you guys go watch that series. We have Leon, we have Connor, and we have Zach Hyman. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is up to a 91. Matt Savoy is up to an 84. Shane Wright's counterpart in that draft. Evan Bouchard's up to a 91. Oh my god. And okay, I swear if we lose, I'm gonna be pissed. My goodness, we are up 3-0 on the crowd, 3-1 on the Oilers. Come on, boys, let's close it out here in Edmonton. Owen Tippett scores on Carter Hart. Owen puts his tip in Carter Hart, and we have won. Shane Wright, baby, a playoff goal. He's better than McDavid. That's who we have. We have the Minnesota Wild. Kirill Kaprizov. We traded Jared McCann there. Matt Boldy, Marco Rossi. This team is absolutely nasty. Brock Favors a 91. They still have Brody and Jiricek's an 89. What, bro? Dude, this guy needs elite low. I swear, bro. I'm going to have to change that. And then Jesper Wallstedt, 89 overall. Let's go. Somebody has their lawnmower or something going in the background, so my bad if you guys can hear that. But that is a winning game 1. Come on, boys. A winning game 2. Come on, boys. A win in game 3. Watch this. The disrespect. Not even jumping in. Not even jumping in, and it's a sweep. Are you joking me? 5. Back in Climate Pledge. Can we go to the conference finals? Owen Tippett, power play goal. Capo Caco scores. And Owen Tippett again, baby. Let's go. We are off to the conference finals. No matter what I do to the attribute effects, no matter what I do to the team, Nathan McKinnon and the Avalanche still somehow make the conference finals every single year. I'm glad I haven't been in the playoffs in a while. You know, we didn't get into the playoffs with the Ducks. We barely got in with Chicago. That's why we've been rebuilding all these, like, somewhat trash teams. And I know Seattle's exactly in that fold, but, like, they're actually cooking in this sim for some reason. But we are up 2-1 on the Avs. Okay, let's go. Come on, boys, 3-1. Oh, my God, we are 1 game away from the finals. Colorado, come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go here, fellas. Come on. Come on, boys. Jordan Eberle, captain, scores. Let's go. Brandon Montour scores, but Gerard and Makar score for them. We are headed into overtime. I mean, we got to watch this, right? The finals is on the line. Shane Wright and the Kraken. Come on, boys. Let's go. We got this in the bag. All we got to do is just destroy these guys, and that is a easy Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go! Shane Wright! Oh my god, I didn't even see that. What the hell just happened? Shane Wright sends us to the finals. Oh my god, Joey Decour jumping on it like I'm not going to say somebody's name, but you know what I'm saying. Like Gary Bettman today when Ovechkin scored. What just happened? Oh wait, there's a replay of it. And oh my god, fuck's sake, bro. What just happened? How did that even go in, right? So Capo Caco gets the puck. He crosses the blue line. Capo Caco dishes it off to Wright. Shane Wright shot. Saved by Blackwood. It goes behind him. It's just sitting there. Panarin can't put... Wait. Did Cale Makar put that into his own net? Wait, whoa. I think... No, Blackwood put it into his own net. Here in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we have the Boston Bruins. David Pastrnak against Shane Wright. Okay. These are 2 rebuilding teams in real life. They have Roger McQueen, so it's McQueen versus Misa. We have Charlie McAvoy in this series as well. Jeremy Swayman is in net for them, but I like how our team looks. I'm in the finals in franchise history versus a storied franchise in the Boston Bruins. Game 1 is at TD Garden. Is 2-0 Sundqvist and Zaka. Jonathan Drouin scores for us. Come on, boys. Okay, we're down 1-0. It's fine. Oh, here, fellas. Game number 2 in TD Garden. Come on, boys. We got this. If Oscar Sundqvist beats us to the Stanley Cup, I'm actually gonna... Oh boy, Jonathan Drouin's the only player who's scored in this series for us, and it remains that way. We've scored 1 goal, bro. We're gonna move Tippett up there. We're gonna move Michael Misa. No, wait, that's Matty Beniers. We can't really do that. Oh man, Gavin McKenna. I don't know what you're doing on the 4th line, but you, Misa, Chalet. I think that's good. I think that's good for defense. You know, maybe move Romanov up. I know that's 2 offensive defensemen on the bottom pair, but they're not going to play anyways. Man, come on, boys. Back in Climate Pledge. Let's go. Let's go. Brandon Montour. There we go. At least somebody other than Drouin scored. 2nd period. Shane Wright. There we go. 1st goal of the finals. But if we lose this game, we are pretty much out. Oh my god, David Pasternak. Shane Wright, baby. Captain Clutch, baby. Let's go. Shane Wright. Steady Eddie, as Fance calls him. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my. Teddy Bluger, Oscar Sundquist. These are the guys who are beating us in the Stanley Cup Finals. Mason if you guys win the Stanley Cup. You guys don't deserve a Stanley Cup celebration. We are simming right through the finals. And yep, the Boston Bruins are your Stanley Cup champions, everybody. That one hurts. Won the Stanley Cup here in year number 2. The Kraken and the Bruins. That's very interesting. Austin Matthews won the Hart last year. Gavin McKenna does take home the Calder. We will definitely take that one. We also should have won Coach of the Year. There's no way. Tampa, after making the finals, shout out the boys. Let's go. Shout out the Tampa Bay Lightning for giving your whole future for Oliver Bjorkstrand and Yanni Gord. Shout out you guys. Let's head here into the NHL draft. You know, maybe we can trade up again to the number 1 pick. That would be really funny. Looks like there's no teams willing to move it. Quest for a 2nd and a 3rd round pick. What is going on in this world, bro? We are absolutely fleecing these teams. Shout out the trade finder. And we're also, I swear I saw 2 seconds somewhere. Maybe I'm absolutely tripping balls. Number 10. Looks like I think the best move here is McCamey. I feel like we have a lot of, you know, 2-way forwards and stuff. Could get a sniper who his defense is at an A-. Those are the players we want. And we missed out on him in the Calgary franchise. Or we can take my boy Fitzhenry here. He is from America, but we will take this guy from the WHL. It's not too far from Seattle. 4 days, which absolutely sucks. So we might have missed out on some free agents. Hopefully we didn't, though, because we have Michael Misa who needs to be extended, and we have 31 mil. Oh my goodness, million over 8 years. Shout out Michael Misa. That is an incredible contract. And we obviously have Panarin here. You know, I don't know what he wants to sign. Oh my god, that is a lot of money. We are gonna wait a second. Wants to sign with us? I feel like we already have like a decent amount of players though. Like we don't really need Evgeny Malkin, but I mean Artem Zub could be nice for Stalainen. Brendan Dillon for 800K. Sign here. Zeev Boyum we have to re-sign. That is one of the big contracts. Nobody really else. Edward Chalet as well, but we can do that one right now. And then if we go here to this one, we have to re-sign Gavin McKenna, but that won't screw us. So it's basically just Zeev Boyum. I don't know if I want to pigeonhole us into not being able to sign Zeev Boyum, so I'm gonna wait a bit. Season number 3, we have Wright, Tippett, and Panarin, Kako, Stevenson, and Misa, McKenna, Beniers, Chalet, Jordan Eberle, captain on the 4th line with Rakoff and Drouin. Then we have Boyum and Montour, Evans and Romanov. And then in net, we still have Joey Decord. We have a different backup this year, though. Look at our power play. I did not touch anything yet, but that is the nastiest thing I've ever seen. The Kraken have won 52 games this year, a year after losing the finals. And Shane Wright now is a 92 overall and has an X factor and put up 107 points. That just confirms that this guy is not a bust anymore. He is an absolute stud. 92 overall, relentless X factor. That's very fitting. And the boys were absolutely buzzing this year. Absolutely buzzing. Looks like Trey Augustine was the best goalie in the league. Matti Norina, 2027 4th overall pick. Shout out you. Cale Makar, 107 points from the blue line. And then for all skaters, looks like Shane Wright was 4th in the NHL. My god, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets here in round number 1. First of all, Anaheim got Sidney Crosby. And here are the Colorado Avalanche. I think we beat them in the conference finals last year, so hopefully we can do something like that again. We are down 3-1 here against the Colorado Avalanche. Come on, boys. There's no way we're going to lose in the first round after all that. Come on, Artemi Panarin. That's a goal. 3-3. Come on, boys. Let's go. The silence tells you everything you need to know. I've taken my headphones off, so if the audio sounds like shit, just let me know, so I'll never do this again. But boys, we're good. We got to sign Zeev Boyum here, 7.5 mil for 5 years. I think that's an elite contract for us right there. All right, we have a couple big extensions to give out. First one here is Gavin McKenna. What's he gonna want? He wants a pretty devious bag, so hopefully it's not that bad. McKenna, 7.75. No, we have to go to $8 million over 4 years, and Gavin McKenna is going to accept right away. Okay, that's nice for us. Berkeley Catton is next up, and it's just, I mean, deals don't get that much easier. Also, we let Panarin go. Hopefully, that's the right move. I feel like we have enough talent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the GOAT Joey Decord, but this is a rebuild. So we're going to send him off to the Edmonton Oilers. In a rebuild, we actually don't care about our players at all. Because we just want to, make sure we complete this challenge, you know what I'm saying? We could go for Carter Hart. I haven't gone for Carter Hart in the entirety of NHL 25. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. What did you think this was, bro? Hell no, I'm not doing that. But a guy like Trey Augustine, give him a solid like $8.5 million on the dotted line with a reduced 96% no trade clause, a first, second, and a third. I'll do that. And the Detroit Red Wings are not willing to match our offer. Trey Augustine is now a Seattle Kraken. So we just stole the Red Wings starting goalie. Hopefully, that does good for us because they just won the cup. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's time, we've been waiting on it for so long. Shane Wright, you are the captain of this team. Oh, I forgot to bring back Jordan Everly. That's why we have a new captain. But Shane Wright is now the captain of this team. Hopefully he actually does something useful in the playoffs this season. Right, here is our team for season number 4, 5. I forget how many seasons we're in. First season without Panarin. Let's see how Gavin McKenna and Shane Wright do on that top line. Hopefully we can finally start to win a championship. Wrapped. We only got 101 points. We are also not first in the division, I'm pretty sure. So that kind of sucks. But Shane Wright is officially not a bust, guys. Like 3 years of 100 points. There's no way you can call him a bust anymore. He's an absolute stud. He has over a point per game now for his career, which is sick. And, he's getting it done on both ends. Don't call him Johnny. Okay, McKenna, Misa, Tippett, Stevenson, all with 70 points. Zeev Boyum with 50 from the blue line. And then in net, Trey Augustine, that is what you like to see. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out the entire league. Okay, we might have a Vezina winner on our team, so that's nice. Maddox Schultz, 74 points right there. Cale Makar had 91 points from the blue line. And Mark Scheifele, 131 points, but Shane Wright is top 5 in scoring. Let's go. Numero uno, and we have the Vancouver Canucks. Leckermacky, Pettersson, and DeBrusque. They have Drake Batherson on their team now. On defense, they lost Quinn Hughes, but they have this guy, Joakim Hartonen, drafted 29th overall. That's a sick pick. They still have Demko in net, so this is a scary team. We're down 3-2 to the Canucks here. Come on, Shaner, let's go, buddy. Let's go. First period, Pettersson scores, and okay, we lost again. Oh my goodness. We saved Shane Wright's career, but we didn't do much else, you know what I'm saying? So we have to keep going. Alright, that is the wrap on the season. Let's see who won the awards. The Jets won the Stanley Cup. Let's go, baby. Scheifele for Hart. Let's go. Scheifele again. Let's go. Maddox Schultz. Mark Scheifele won 4 awards so far. Jesper Wallstedt steals the Vezina. It should have been Augustine's. That's such bull. Austin Matthews also wins the Ted Lindsay. We need to get $7.5 million or $7.1 million off the books. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do that trade for Brandon Montour. Shout out Brandon Montour, but, you know, get off the team, you know what I'm saying? Here we are with another season. Again, I think this is season number 5. So Shane Wright, Gavin McKenna, and Eli McCamey are going to be our first line there. On defense, I mean, there's not much we can do. This team is really buns, but maybe, you know, the less star power will make it so that we're actually a good team. We had a bit of a down year here. The Seattle Kraken, Shane Wright only had 88 points. Now, it's kind of unfair because Gavin McKenna's only 22, Eli McCamey's only 21. This team will be an absolute superstar juggernaut team in the future. But for right now, it is not looking good for this playoff run, you know what I'm saying? Number 1 here, another round 1, and we are here against the Calgary Flames. Connor Zary, Matt Coronado. They have Ackerland here, Robert. There's no way there's a dude in the 2026 draft named Robert, bro. They have Zane Parekh. And speaking of the Calgary Flames, with Dustin Wolf, if you guys want to watch our Calgary Flames franchise mode, click on the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss another upload of that. I'm having an absolute banger of a time with that series. 2 on the Calgary Flames, a chance to go back to round 2. Come on, boys, let's go. In Seattle, Michael Misa scores twice. Carson Rakoff scores 5-2. Shane Wright, of course he delivers. Captain Wright, Steady Eddie, and that's a beauty. McDavid, Draisaitl, Savoy, Tyler Stewart, Adam Banak, and the Edmonton Oilers. They lost all their depth, but they do have a goalie now, so that changes everything. McDavid with a goalie might actually win a cup, so gotta be careful of this team, but I like our odds. I like the boys, you know what I'm saying? Pause, yo. And the universe just gave me karma for saying that sus of a sentence, but let's keep it going. Game number 4, can we complete the reverse 3-0? No, we can't. We fall in the second round to McDavid. What are your stats in the playoffs, not just this year in general? So Shane Wright went from 64 to 103, 107, peaked at 113, 88 points, right? And then in the playoffs, he had 11, 5. You know, he's over a point per game in the playoffs, which is very nice to see. He's a 93 overall, which is absolutely insane. He has 5-star in the first 4 categories. Yeah, it's safe to say Shane Wright's not a bust anymore. But if you guys want to see a part 2 of this, trying to win the Seattle Kraken a Stanley Cup, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.